Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Comic Mr. Rob, back with another video. And today, I think this is gonna probably be the best haul that I've probably brought to you guys on YouTube so far. Now I know that's only been a limited amount of videos, but I don't think that I want to base the norm off of what I'm about to show you guys today. Now, I am not your huge, big baller, big budget comic collector guy. I do spend okay amounts of hard-earned money on some books, and I do enjoy keys, but most of the time I'm filling runs, I'm in the dollar bins, I'm in the 50 cents. But this video will be a little different. I know that I showed you some really cool first cover Venom and first Carnage last video. Those are some really nice books. I'm gonna kind of elaborate on that Spider-Man for one of these books, a couple of other decent sized books involved with this as well, and then a whole bunch of stuff that you guys are probably gonna be pretty stoked about, and I'm excited just to show them off. I know I said in the last video that I was going to do some probably comic spotlights and show off some more of my runs. I do still plan to do that. I am 100% going to let you guys dive into my collection and show you all of the stuff that I was able to put together over the past couple years. But today I'm going to show you some bangers that I picked up. Now this was from a couple different locations, and the main reason behind this is I was sitting here watching all these New York Comic Con videos, and I don't know if you guys are like me or if I'm just weird. I got FOMO and I started wanting to go out and hit the LCS and just start looking for books like nobody's business. If you hear something in the background, I apologize. My wife is making dinner. But let's get started with the books. Some of these are set up in like sets or part of a series, so I'm going to show you the individual single issue stuff that is basically not a series I'm trying to collect right now, but I was able to find some really cool books. We'll start off with this first one. This is King Size Avengers number 7. Now this is Death of Thanos. Cool cover, awesome book, solid find. Got it for a really good deal, and you'll see why I bundled a lot of this together. Now I'm gonna let you know which ones were part of different shops, but most of this stuff, these bigger books that you're gonna see, came from the same shop, and the guy cut me an unbelievable deal. This is King Size Avengers number 10. Now this is the first appearance of Rogue, one of my favorite comic book superheroes, of course. And I'm gonna save that one for last. I think. That's what I'm gonna do. The big book for last. This was from a different location. Those two books were from the same shop. This was a different location. And this is a 1, 2, and 3 full run of a very modern, very current, very right now book. But these were the Virgin covers, and I don't even think they're from, I think it's a mixed Virgin cover set. So the number 1 I know is not from the same artist that did 2 and 3, but they were all there, so I bought them, and it's gonna be a good read. But you have Deadpool versus Wolverine, World War III. This is issue number 1. This is a signed Scott Campbell variant version cover. Couldn't pass it up. The dudes on here doing their thing. I think it's kind of funny, plays on the relationship. Definitely was a super cool book to grab. And then I'm going to show you guys the, let me put this off to the side so I can stack these appropriately. All right. Then you have, this is issue number 2 of that same series. Really cool cover of them going at each other. This one, probably maybe my favorite, but we'll see. This next one's really cool too. And then number 3. This one's awesome too. The little boxing match going on, the face-off. I love the dynamic. I was a huge fan of the movie that came out recently. Of course, that's starting to sort of die down a little bit, so these books were super affordable, and I couldn't pass up having them in the collection at a decent price. I was not going to pay the initial drop price. That was insane when those came out. This next series, this is a complete series that I purchased. This is issue 1 through 12. So I'm gonna kind of fly through them. I am a big fan of Alex Ross, and this is his Justice run. So let me set all of them down because I'm not gonna be talented enough to do that. So I'll show you issue number 1 from the set, super cool. Issue number 2 from the Justice set. Super cool. Big fan of Alex Ross's art style. He did Kingdom Come, which is probably one of my favorite stories of all time. Actually have all my original short boxes were Alex Ross short boxes. Big fan of the art style, big fan of the storylines he did. I love Kingdom Come. I actually have the Kingdom Come flash right next to my face right there. Right there. This is a cool cover right here. Look at that. That's awesome. Check that out. Again, just, these are such beautiful books to look at. Crazy to think that I got these. Wasn't even looking for them. This is one of those ones that found me and I was like, you know what? You gotta buy it. Not a super expensive set, just a super cool one to have in the collection. For me personally. Sorry, I'm kind of just flying through these. I want you guys to see everything and I don't want to have a ridiculously long video. Plus, like I said, the wife's making dinner and your boy's gotta eat. Definitely. Cool cover right here, check that out, that's awesome. And issue number 12. Super stoked and excited to have this set. Very looking forward to reading it. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to tackle that hopefully over the weekend this weekend. Try and get some good reading. That's when I do most of my comic book reading. Again, another just easy pickup find. Found this in some dollar bins. Thought it was too good to pass up. This is the original 1 through 4 of Cloak and Dagger. Sick. Super cool books. Never read Cloak and Dagger. Again, this is going to be an interesting one for me to read. Definitely a fan of the art style for sure. I do buy books for art styles too. I am one of those guys that definitely does that, like most of us are. I'm not just like specifically a cover chaser, but I do enjoy having well-presented pretty books like my wall right here that you guys can't see out of frame, as well as my cabinet over there, which you guys have seen time and time again. If not, you can go into my later videos and see some of my really cool pretty books. Another set, just because the art style, this is first in Marvel Hercules set, 1 through 4. Again, I think he was in DC first. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but this was his first to Marvel Comics Hercules. He's kind of just a character that's been around forever, and people wanted to take advantage of, you know, putting him as a superhero. He already had all the characteristics necessary. And then this, let me get my life in order over here. This next stuff, these are not in any specific order. They were just really crispy, clean copies of some books that I wanted to add to the collection or update my current copies in the collection. These are some of the cleanest, like these are all like 9.6 or 9.8 books. These are just like ridiculously beautiful Wolverine. This is issue number 2 of the first standalone title of Wolverine. Issue number 3, again, just super crisp, clean copies. Can't really argue beauty when it comes to that. Yeah, look at that, that's gorgeous. That was issue number 4, by the way. Sorry, I get ahead of myself sometimes. Issue number 6, cool cover. Cool cover. And issue number 7, beautiful. And then, again, more, this is probably the best one of the bunch, issue number 10 there, looking beautiful. I think that's the first cover Sabretooth in the Wolverine title. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So many books I do sometimes make errors. Beautiful right here too. That's issue number 13. Then you got 15. The Wolverine. I am working on a full run of Wolverine, like most people. I do have now clearly 1 through 10, as well as most of the big keys. I got 88 out of the way. I got number 8 out of the way. It's over there already. So I'm just getting all these little, like a lot of times you can find these in like the $1 and $2 bins, which is nice. all the big stuff's out of the way, so now I can get all the little fillers, which is the way I like to do things for sure. And then the cool little issue number 80 there. It's just super cool art. I enjoy the Wolverine solo run. Super cool, especially the early copies are really beautiful. All right. The kit and caboodle, the creme de la creme, the big boy that I purchased. Big boy for me. You guys are probably expecting me to pull up some $20,000 book. That's not the case. This is a very common book. It's all over the place. I only collect raw books. I do not collect slabbed books. Most people slab this book. It's literally CGC's like most slabbed and graded comic book like on their platform. But I enjoy raw copies. I do only collect raw copies, and I found a raw copy that actually was pretty good shape for presenting well, because I will probably be displaying this book. And you don't really find this book that much in a raw copy that is in great shape. Of course, by now, with all the hype and all the buildup, you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. And yes, I'm talking about Amazing Spider-Man issue 300. Beautiful book, beautiful book. Of course, classic Todd McFarlane, like the other books I've showed you guys in the past. Big Spider-Man fan. But this is the first appearance of Venom. And I have officially, gonna look off to the side here, I have Secret Wars 8, which is the first symbiote. Then I have, let's see, first black suit. Then I have second black suit, which came out the same month, but it was in the Marvel Team Up title. You guys saw that one recently. And then I have first Carnage and first cover Venom. Now I have first Venom. So all my black suit Spidey is looking really solid right now. Some of my favorite stuff was black suit Spidey. I even enjoyed it in the original Tobey Maguire films that they did black suit, even though he was super cheesy in them. That added to the character and the lore for me. And I enjoyed, I've just enjoyed it for a very long time. And again, my second probably favorite book would be the first Rogue that I picked up. Just a big personal fan of the character, and both of them were in pretty good shape. And this comic book shop, again, I've showed them off before. I'm gonna show them off again, guys. These guys are amazing. Let me try and get it as close as I can. This is Port City Comics. Now, this is in Mobile, Alabama. I do live in the panhandle of Florida, so it is not a very far drive for me. This guy who runs this shop, probably one of the best shop owners I've ever talked to. Very knowledgeable, super nice. I think I was in there for almost 2.5 hours, shooting the breeze, buying books. He likes to wheel and deal. He's got a great online presence, wonderful store inline, big books, dollar books, back issues. He's got a whole entire dollar bin section off to the side that's absolutely gorgeous. 500,000 plus books and ready to go at the whim. You tell him you want something. He's got the memory, sharp and quick. He'll go tell you if he has it or finds it. That's where I found, minus this set for World War III and minus this Death of Thanos, I purchased everything else that you guys saw in this video from Port City Comics in Mobile, Alabama. He's one of the only, if not, I think the only comic book shops in Alabama, in the Mobile area. And he does cons and stuff, so you might be able to travel if you're in the South and see him. Super, super cool dudes. You can also check out their eBay store, of course. You look up Port City Comics on Google, click website, takes you straight to their eBay page. I definitely recommend them. Most of my collection and some of my runs are completed there, and they've become very good friends. So there's that. Now, if you guys enjoyed all these books, please hit a thumbs up on the video and consider subscribing. Again, in the next video, like I would have talked about previous, I will grab the camera for a second. I will try and show you guys the rest of what's in these short boxes here, go through a lot of these runs. Some of them are a little emptier than others. Again, like I said, I try and display as many of the books as I can, and I'm running out of room in this one room. That's what is happening. So, but again, it has been nothing but fun showing you guys these books and spending time with you guys. If you have Any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Or if you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos or what you want me to do, please comment and let me know. As usual, this has been Comic Mr. Rob. Peace and love. Have a good one.